Let me ask you this question.
Yes, sir.
Have you figured out how many days per year you're away?
Last year I was gone 220 days.
So very little.
I'm on the road a little bit.
Yeah, just more than a little bit.
I average about 200 days a year.
I was going to say, are you working out to be about that much this year?
Pretty close. Yeah, I was gone January, February, March. I was home April and May. I was gone a little bit in June. July's pretty much in Wyoming, as you know.
Yeah.
I'll be close. I'll be in Denver or all over Wyoming, and then August. This year we're going to open quite a few stores, so I'll be traveling quite a bit.
Now you got one coming up from Florida.
Yeah, more so than normal this year when it comes to my off time, which is generally July, August, September. So.
Well, yeah, because you got Cheyenne, you got high school finals.
Yeah, and then go straight into Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, so you're going to be running. Well, let me ask you this. I know, but I want my listeners to hear. How do you best balance the work life with having two kids and a wife that actually like you and would like you to be home more?
I don't know if the wife likes me so much, but the kids do. A lot of times they pick their events that they want to go to, and they'll go with me. So as they get older, it's a lot easier. So, John Wayne turned 13, he'll be 14 in a couple months.
Right.
And so I told him when he turned 12, he was able to come with me. So his event is Houston. And so he'll spend a week with me in Houston the last couple of years. Excuse me. And for Seth, his is Cheyenne. He actually works. He actually is on one of the committees. And you know how hard it is to get parking in Cheyenne. The first couple of years he didn't even drive. He has a better parking pass than I do.
Yeah, it's interesting because I brought my daughter with me to NFR this last year. It's interesting how people that travel will try and figure out a way to get their kids in.
Well, I mean, you have to. If you're on the road that much, you have to be able to find time not only for family, but kind of also for yourself. You have to be able to, it's rough spending that many days in a hotel. When I got 131 days in a hotel so far this year, and it makes it rough, but, it's the job and it's what we signed up for.
And I know you've, like I said, I personally know you work really hard to get that job and do really well at it. What's kind of your background? How did you get involved?
When I was 17 years old, a long time ago.
Yeah, yesterday.
Right. I decided that I wanted to sell boots. God only knows why, but I did. And so I started selling boots. Worked for a company that's no longer around called Howard & Phillips. And then about a year and a half later, the cool spot in town where I live was called a place called Hammer Liquor and Boots. And yes, it was a liquor store that sold cowboy boots. And so I always wanted to work there. Growing up, that's where we always got our jeans.
Yeah.
And so I was able to start working there when I was about 18 in 1990 and worked there for quite a while. And then actually as I got married in 96, left and came back and still working there. But then, one day I was like, gosh, I got to get a real job. Just can't work at a little bitty liquor store selling boots all day. So I went and started, left the retail industry for about a year, was miserable. My wife said, get a divorce or get a new job. So she sent my resume in the boot barn. 2 weeks later, bam, here I am. Been there ever since. Started at the bottom as what they call an MIT. Went from MIT to assistant to the manager. And then one day out of the blue, my old boss, who's no longer there, said, hey, why don't you do events? And I'm like, all right, I don't know how to do it. He goes, great, we've never done it. Perfect match.